Horror, music, folklore, and the paranormal, set in South Carolina's oldest inland city. The Southern Gothic Festival is back to bring scares and history to Camden, and joining me to share all about it is Amy Schofield, the executive director of the Kershaw County Library. Amy, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
This is a very unique experience. Can you first just tell us how the Southern Gothic Festival came to be?
Sure, this is our second. We had the first one last year, and Southern Gothic usually refers to like 20th century, mid-20th century writers like Flannery O'Connor, dark, eccentric, talking about true crime. So this is a reinvention. We're trying to celebrate that and also bring in contemporary writers.
Really cool. And there's going to be specific, guest appearances and specific literature that you're going to be discussing.
Yes. So some of the headliners include, this is one of our most interesting talks, I think, The Devil at His Elbow, which is by Valerie Barlane. She's the Wall Street Journal reporter who covered the Murdaugh trial. So this is an extremely well-written book. She goes very far in depth with the history of the family and the history of the region. So I think that'll be a very interesting talk. And then David Joy, we have some of his books over here, is Appalachian, sort of like Southern grit. It's violent and dark, but also he certainly writes well and brings a lot of humanity to his characters. And then Dick Harpootlian is going to talk about a book that he has coming out. He was the prosecutor who prosecuted Pee Wee Gaskins, South Carolina's notorious serial killer. So he'll be talking about his book, which will be coming out in November as well. So that's true crime and some of the writers. We also have panels with many writers talking about supernatural. We're also bringing in ghost stories and folklore. Someone from the Catawba Nation will be there to talk about some of their folklore. We have someone coming in to talk about funeral practices and Victorian mourning. So the history of how people grieved and celebrated life in the Victorian era. And then there's also going to be vendors with creepy crafts and ceramics and things like that, and 2 concerts as well.
So it's definitely going to be a weekend and evening filled with different activities. This is a unique experience, though, I think, because Camden already has such a rich history, but to be able to have this, I guess, spooky flex on history is very, very unique to Camden.
I think so. Camden is a great backdrop for this because there's so many buildings that are old and beautiful. We have our own ghost stories as well, so there's certainly that to celebrate. The Saturday events will be at Historic Camden and Rev War, which is a large campus, so everything will be situated together on Saturday. And a lot of those buildings are quite old and have a great deal of history as well, so we're excited to have it there.
What are you most excited for this year's event, the second year, and you're hoping to bring in more people to participate?
I think what's nice about this year is on Saturday we're going to have everything together. So last year we did events, one event and then another event. This year a lot of things are happening simultaneously. So I'm interested to see, and I know the weather will be beautiful tomorrow. I'm interested to see what it's like to have a festival, a true festival.
Absolutely. I think this is going to be a great time for everyone, especially if you are a fan of, a thriller, a true crime series. This is going to be the event for you to get those one-on-one talks and experiences and stories. So again, the Southern Gothic Festival is starting tonight at 7 p.m. until 9:30 in downtown Rutledge Street. There's a concert there in Camden. Performers are Valentine Wolf and Wasted Wine. Then tomorrow from 11 until 5, there will be several guest speakers, panels, vendors, food trucks, and more, all at the historic Camden Revolutionary War Park. And it ends with the Gothic Bluegrass concert by Backline at the Greener Pastures Brewery in Camden. So again, a whole lot of fun starting tonight. Make sure that you can make it out for a fun, spooky time. Amy, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. It's great.